I'm kind of pleased though, because I was like, I've actually turned traction control back on a couple, and it's yeah, it's a lot easier to drive.
So what level is that? Traction 2?
No, like 5, 6, something like that.
I'm running 4.
It's weird because like 1 is high traction, 6 is low, but then obviously below 1 is off.
Could
So
anybody share a setup, lads?
Yeah,
Yeah.
hold on.
That's pretty intense.
Cheers.
That's John's
Bonkers.
set up with the right fuel, and we all think that. Well, I believe we think that softs will last the race.
How many laps do we think?
I've got 12 laps, I think.
minutes, P7.
We'd have to go 140, below 140 average lap to go any more than 12 laps.
So sorry, what did you say tyre was? You all think what would last the race?
Well, I'm going to run a soft. I think they'll last the race.
Right.
So 27 litres for 12.4 I've got.
Don't forget to use the clutch when you start, because you won't get off the line.
I'm running 30 litres just for safety.
I don't have a clutch.
Floor it.
Good luck, Jules.
That was Jay. He's like, yeah, you don't need one of them. I was like, okay.
Jules, you're in pole position, aren't you?
I am.
You need one of those fancy steering wheels with the clutch on it.
Yes, definitely.
So I'm just envisaging my start. Jules goes completely sideways, pushes Stephen into the barrier. Mike sails through. I'll go behind him.
No, my usual one is I get a blinding start, set off in a straight line, and then just all goes sideways from there.
Okay, George, be ready.
Sideways into T1. Sounds fun.
Now, before I get there.
Just remember, these tyres will take a bit of warming up.
The softs, you mean?
Yeah, they'll be a half a lap or
Okay.
3/4 a lap before they'll be up to 10.
Pretty sketchy cold. Your out lap's really tidy.
Good luck.
Good luck, lads. Thanks for waiting for me.
Green, green, green. Young is now in the lead. Yellow flag. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Clear left. On your right, right side's clear. right. We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, George. You're looking really good. Come on, keep your focus. E3. Car right. Clear right. Track limits. You've got to watch these track limits. Okay, George, ignore that fucker in the mirror. Stick to your line. Nail those exits. Yellow flag. Come on, watch these track limits, please, George. Watch those track limits. Car left. Hold your line. Clear left. This fucker's trying to distract you. Don't let him. approach the track limits. Car right side's clear.
Oh man.
Car right. To your right. Come on, George. Don't panic. We'll get him back. Front is now 1.0 seconds, E4. Yellow flag Burton is closing the gap. It's now 1.1. Okay, George, don't let this guy distract you. Yellow flag. On your right, clear right. Right side. Hold your line. Right side's clear. on top of it, please. This is brilliant. Keep it up. P3. You've cut the track again. Concentrate. Shite. Stay close. You might get him back. Okay, George, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. The gap to Burton ahead is increasing. It's now 2.0 seconds. Yellow flag, caution. Burton is closing in. The gap is now 7.8.
Fucking stutters. So. Guy behind has just done a 141.7. Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go. Okay, George, watch the track limits, please.
Start taking this track limit seriously. One more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium. Okay, George, 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes. Well done, George. Great drive. That's a podium. Left side, clear left.
Well, that finished my tyres.
I absolutely cooked mine and gave up.
Yeah, one spin and you're fucked.
I had a bit Porsche syndrome. Porsche cube syndrome.
Which was-
Running up front in the beginning and towards the end cannot stop spinning. Tires were
Yeah. So maybe it was not a case of the tyres wouldn't last, it was the case of the tyres wouldn't stay cool enough to actually finish the race or get good laps in.
Yeah, it took almost a lap for the rears to cool down after I spun.
the track is a bit too small, I think.
Yeah, got a bit tight for it, isn't it? I'm kind of warming to it though, a little bit.
I like the car.
It's quite fun.
Yeah. Those last few laps sort of gives on the verge of sort of like a 10-20% slip sort of thing. Getting out of the corners is quite a nice feeling.
I think my issue is the way I was driving it in qualifying, I was rotating it on the brakes on the way into corners, and doing that just meant I was really heating the tyres, and so I got 2 laps, and then the next thing they were just bright red at the back, especially. So it was, yeah.
You gonna switch to mediums?
Yeah, I'm going to run medium for the race. For the next race.
Gonna leave the pressures as are?
I was thinking about maybe dropping them all one, but
Yeah.
I know if you drop them, it can make them softer, and then they can heat up as well. So
Yeah, I know.
probably
Yeah,
just leave them where they are. Yeah.
wouldn't drop the left rear for sure.
So guys, have fun. I'm gonna bounce. Eyes hurting.
Cheers, dude.
See you, Nick.
See,
Yeah.
see you later, Nick.
See you, Nick.
Yeah.
Get
Bit
better
of salt
soon.
in it. Bit of salt in an egg cup, mate.
I think I might have kicked some dust in his eyes as I went past.
Something
We'll be
easier
back.
for Thursday, Nick.
Yeah, I will be back for Thursday.
It's a great sounding car when you hear those turbos spool up.
It's quite fun trying to kind of work the turbo spool a little bit, getting on the power a little bit earlier. But then if it kicks in, you're dead.
Yeah, you almost sort of want to just sort of half cover the throttle as you're going around the corner, and then sort of just start feeding it in to try and get it going.
Mate, you should drive it without traction control on.
I think I'll pass.
Does donuts nice and easy with it off, but there's no way in hell I'll be racing it with it off.
Do you know what? I was actually kind of getting used to it. It weren't until Stephen said that John's one had traction control on. I thought I'll give it a go, and yeah, it's certainly easier.
It almost felt like one of those cars as well where maybe when you're about 3/4 of the way through the race, you probably want to dial one extra onto the traction control as well, just because you know that the tyres are going to be slipping more.
The leader, Young,
Yeah.
is pitting.
I know it's coming out of the corners with traction control off. If you're careful,
21
you gain
minutes.
quite a lot of time.
V3.
But like you say, as soon as you have a bit too much, there's no bringing it back.
Yeah, if you're not careful, you're in the crowd.
Tell you what, the clutch did not work for me off the line in that one.
I've had
Just-
much better starts in the pits than I managed on the actual track with it using a little bit of clutch.
Yeah, it just bogged down straight away.
Yeah, I'm pleased I didn't get completely swamped.
I keep getting these major slowdowns in VR in the middle of the race at some stage, and I think my PC is well capable of running everything, and it runs perfect for, like 10-15 minutes, and then it just turns into a slideshow. What would you say that could be?
Well, this seems like quite an intense track, George, but also heat is probably the issue.
You reckon it's the PC?
I'd agree. Even I'm getting a little bit of stutter at places with a lot of traffic and smoke on the 4090 tonight. It's the first time I've seen that. And I had a lot of problems when I had the 3090 at first, George, and it was similar, and I basically had to figure out cooling. I just logged temperatures whilst I was doing it, and what I found was the temperatures were kind of maxing out after a little while.
Right.
I ended up putting it in a bigger case, which has made an absolute world of difference.
Okay, I think I'll have to do that, yeah.
it-
I've undervolted the GPU and the CPU, so I don't think I would have thought it wasn't heat. I think when it's running 3D stuff, games or whatever, they're normally both low 60s.
Sometimes it's just ventilation. Maybe try taking the side off and point a fan to it and just see if it makes a difference. Do a bit of testing.
Yeah, sound.
Good luck. We'll need it.
My ping's gone mental.
Good luck, lads.
Normal
Get
one.
ready. For it. Left side.
That was a miracle.
Hold your line. Clear left. Car left.
What? Come over.
Clear left. Left side. Clear left.
Oh,
Left.
sorry, Keenan. Fuck.
Yellow flag. Yellow flag. Pay attention to track limits, please, George. Sixth place. The gap ahead is now 4.3 seconds. Yellow flag. Run out of track limits, keep it between the lines. The next car is Young. New fastest lap for Oldwell, 140.9. 6 seconds. Watch those track limits, we don't want a penalty. Okay, George, watch the track limits, please. P6. Yellow flag. Okay, George, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. That's half distance. The fuel's okay. Yellow flag, track limits. Come on, keep it between the white lines. This is spot on, E5. Fuck's sake, George. Come on, track limits. Track limits, come on. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Pay some attention to the track limits. left. That's another cut. Come on, pay attention. Track limits, for fuck's sake, come on, track limits. Remaining, 5 minutes left. Alright George, relax, focus, keep it smooth. See the track. Stop cutting. Track limits, come on. Limits. George, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining. Track limits again, come on. Come on, track limits, you're taking the absolute piss now. 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes. Okay, George, the next car is Burton. to go. Blue flag. Yellow flag, watch out. Blue flag. Car right, clear right. Car left, blue flag.
Well done, Jules. That was hard to keep that kind of
Okay,
pace.
George, you're getting lots of wheel spin.
Yeah, that was.
Yellow flag, caution.
Yeah, quite enjoyed that in the end.
I felt like if I hadn't had that first stupid spin, I could have probably kept with you, but it's like then it was just battling to get the good tyres back.
Yeah, definitely, mate.
Well done, Jules.
Well done,
Cheers,
lad.
buddy.
Well done.
Thank you.
I couldn't get it together in that race at all.
To be honest, I actually thought that was Kean that punted you off rather than you hit him. I sort of kind of saw it coming.
I got punted at turn 2, but out of nowhere.
Yeah, I get.
Right, okay. Hope it wasn't my ping.
Ping punted
We
out.
will see.
It's really weird how it's absolutely fine, and then literally just before the race it goes mental, and then halfway around the lap it's fine again. Sort of scream at the kids, and they're going, "We're not on anything."
Shut up and get off it anyway.
Yeah.
Right, well done, guys.
That was quite good fun, actually. Yeah, a bit of a mental car. That's definitely one that's hard to keep concentration for a whole race.
Yeah, well done for coming in dry, mate.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving dry, that's for sure.
It's it doesn't like when you stick the wheels up on the curb. Sure, it doesn't when the tires start going off.
No, I know it's on them fast after the tight chicane. You got the sort of fast-ish left, and then the right, and then the left and right. If you try and put your inside wheel over the inside apex, it has you off straight away. I learnt in practice. You go anywhere near that, you're off.
That's what caught Nick out, I think.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, very easy to lose the back end on bits like that.
Right, lads, I'm gonna bail. I'm gonna try and get some dinner or whatever. Thanks for the race. Enjoyed it.
Nice one.
Appreciate you hanging around for me. Cheers, lads.
Yeah, nice one, mate.
Yeah.
See you
See you,
later.
George.
Bye.
See you guys. Bye-bye.